welcome to another episode of FBTV. A massive congratulations to the False Bay boys topping Pool D in this year's Gold Cup. Without further ado, let's check out the highlights from this past weekend. Penalty to False Bay, Radar spots a half gap, straight through looking for support, beats one, beats two, hands off the fullback inside ball. Ashley Wiles, he is going to slide in for False Bay's first try. Cheapers. Bay 5 meters out, money ball hits him. Boys are driving, looking what's happening. False Bay are going to crash their way over for their second try of the game. And isn't Pfizer excited? False Bay need this to go ahead. Merrick Magic Ward bangs it over. And False Bay are going to win in the last second of the match. Oh, heartbreaking stuff. You've got to take a moment for those Rovers players. Alright, I'm done. And aren't the False Bay boys excited? Absolute yes. Congrats, buggers. In this week's fixtures, the False Bay boys are against Progress George in the first quarterfinal this Saturday. This week's episode of VSZ is brought to you by Saggy Stone Beer.
Welcome to another episode of VSZ. Unfortunately, Ryan Gosling couldn't be here today. The story is that he was held up at Saggy Stone and is a bit incapacitated at the moment. So he's asked that I step in for him and interview this week's guest, which is Robin Hendrickse. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Prince.
So Robin Hendrickse, 32, Lucid prop. Some would describe you as a bit of journeyman in club rugby. Can you tell us a bit more about your history of rugby and how you found yourself at False Bay now?
Sure. So I started off Stellenbosch High. Played a bit of rugby over there as a lock, surprisingly. Obviously eating too much and everything.
Yeah.
You became a bit overweight and then pushed to the front of the scrum. And then, so after that I started club rugby in 2004, where I played for Stellenbosch Coronations. I moved a bit to Benil Villages, and then from there on I went to the UK, so I played a bit of rugby for Old Althamians and then Saracens Amateur Rugby Club.
Sure.
From there I came back and I played for Kills River, so the guys are teasing me a bit about that, for We'll Let the Dogs Out.
Why? I don't know about that.
Yeah, it's just the song that we used to run out to, We'll Let the Dogs Out.
At Kills River?
At Kills River, that's
Did you used to sing to that song while you ran out?
Not really, though. I just oblivious to running out and just shutting all the background noise out.
Okay.
And then, now I find myself here at the Bay.
You arrived at False Bay this year, pre-season. False Bay has sometimes been, or is now being called the False Bay Running Club, not the False Bay Rugby Club, because we do a lot of running during pre-season. Yeah. What are your thoughts in pre-season first arriving at the club?
It's like, are we ever going to touch a rugby ball? No, it's been brilliant. I mean, just for your fitness, for yourself as an individual and as a team, the unity, the cohesion and everything. Professionalism around the club is absolutely amazing. It's taken my rugby to a different level and just making mates as well along the journey that we're on. False Bay has an
annual Poiki Day. As I understand it, there was a banana peel and in the middle of the road and it was raining excessively and you found yourself on a off-field injury. Can you explain to us what happened there?
Yeah, so just a little bit of lapse of concentration. Next time, just obviously I'll use that wonderful app on the phone.
You spent a lot of time in the front row, spent a lot of time scrummaging. Surely you've heard a couple of good chirps or decent chirps down in the dark places. Any that come to mind? I
lost a bit of weight in 2013. Tried my hand at being a backline player. We were packing down in a scrum and the opposition hooker, I recall we were playing Brackenfell. Yeah. And the chirp just went that you are too skinny to be in the front row. Please go find yourself in the back line. Eventually, we ended up winning that scrum, that particular one anyway, and the game went on.
This year's Gold Cup, you're in the first team, you're playing. It's different to league rugby. You've played a lot of club rugby. In what way is it different for you?
It's just fun. I think the camaraderie, the friendships that you build, cross-province, brilliant.
Okay, well, I think False Bay is lucky to have you.
It's awesome being here, thanks.
So as per every VSZ, we usually do a half-off.
Sure.
But I think because TB's not here, we'll change it up slightly.
Correct.
So I thought we might just buffalo ourselves.
Shot. Thanks
Cheers.
for having me. Cheers,
That's so nice.
Oh, it's good.
We have a special message for Willie, a former False Bay flanker. This is our Gears Clip of the Week. Proudly brought to you by Marion Wells.
William Mariska, False Bay's first team find themselves in Durban here for the Gold Cup game against Rovers. Unfortunately, we can't be there for your special day tomorrow, but your False Bay family has a very special message for you.
Let's cross over to False Bay's strength and conditioning coach at CrossFit False Bay.
Your strength conditioning workout for the week is going to be 5 rounds, each round starting every 2 minutes of 12 box jumps, 9 dumbbell thrusters with 22.5 kilos, and then 6 deadlifts with 100 kilos. It looks like this. That's just under a minute for 1 round, so you should have a minute rest, and then starting a new round every 2 minutes for 5 rounds. Enjoy!
Once again, thank you to Daisy's Business Solutions for your ongoing support for False Bay TV. That's all for this week's episode of False Bay TV. I'll see you down the bay this Saturday for the quarterfinal. See you then. Cheers for now.